Good morning, Rhonda. This is Christy. It's nice to meet you. We've had little car trouble issues, and I've been running down the road, and I'm a hot, sweaty Alabama humid heat mess right now. So we're just gonna face this way. I was going to show you some of the things I'm doing for the Jude study. Basically, I have started out. I loved Jude anyway, and then Wendy Bender with the she has a YouTube channel, and she was like at the end of May, hey, let's read Jude. And so we did, and it just kind of renewed me with that. And so anyway, I've got like the Bible handbook from the Daily Grace and some other little handbooks that kind of give overviews. I did, because Jude literally has about Enoch in it, I did buy the books of Enoch to read, and I haven't gotten too far into it, but it's pretty interesting. I've got my Strongs, I've got different versions, translations, and study Bibles. So I've got a CSB. Both of these are CSB, but they're different, kind of different studies. I've got my New Living Life Application Study Bible, this New King James Version. I'm not sure what kind of study Bible that is. My New Living Translation, and this is, I'm not a huge fan of NIV, like that's my least favorite translation, but this is the Cultural Study Background Bible. So that's pretty cool. If I had known that they had other translations of the Cultural Study Bible, I probably would have gotten it. But a lot of these Bibles, well, maybe not these, but a lot of the Bibles that I have actually came bundled with different Bible studies. And I'm like, well, I can up the price and buy the bundle and then not have to pay shipping, because it bumps you over that level. And then I have extra Bibles to give away if people need a Bible. So that's kind of where some of these came from, or, well, not these particular, but anyhow, back to Jude. So I'm really digging in, and this is crazy because this is like literally 25 verses, right? So I started a notebook, and I went through and wrote, and I can do this with Jude. I guess you could do this with any section of the Bible that you're doing, but it just, Jude is so short, it kind of works. This is some stuff I printed off the internet about some church history things. Cross references, I think, from the Bible Hub. I just printed that out, and then I just wrote me some notes. But what I started doing was, the top of each page, I wrote a verse. And so then I have notes from the different commentaries, kind of trying to just pull everything together. So here's verse 2. Here's some stuff I printed off the internet. Probably duplicate. Well, actually, I can tell you what this is from. This is from, because this mentions Sirach, another book. Sirach, I don't know how to say that. That's not in a regular Protestant Bible, I guess. Corner Fringe Ministries is a YouTube channel, and the guy has like a 30-something video series on the book of Jude that is absolutely amazing. Well, I'm getting old. A 50-something middle-aged lady in Alabama doesn't know a lot about Jewish stuff or these other books. So that's very interesting, and he has a lot of amazing input onto Jude. So yeah, I'm going through here. I've also printed off some verse maps and digging into different word studies. But what I'm really trying to get to, what I'm most interested in Jude is like verses when he talks about Michael contending with the devil over the body of Moses. That's crazy, you know? So I'm going to have to find that book of Moses and figure out what that is. But I want to dig into these analogies. The hidden reefs, waterless clouds, fruitless trees twice dead, uprooted, wild waves of the sea churning up foam of their own shame. Like those, just why did he choose that? Why did he say these specific things about the wolves entering the church? Why did he use these analogies? Why did he use the specific examples he did? So my latest endeavor the other night, I mean, I had stuff strode everywhere, I was looking into started onto those verses, and like at Walmart the other day while I was getting my tires put on, I was sitting there just on my phone looking up, making notes of where's other places in the Bible that talk about waves and foam. Okay, so you have two places where it says foaming is waves, and then you've got a few places where it's foaming the demonic possessed people. So it's just, that's where I'm going with that. But I've got the precept Jude studies to kind of go along with it. I bought this study in Jude, Keeping the Faith by Leanna Davis. Is pretty interesting too. I haven't finished any of these. I'm just kind of taking my time with them. I got Jeremiah, that one, and then this is the one that we're going to do at church at our Fall Community Connection, and I'm just going to facilitate that. I mean, I'm not coming up with any lessons. We're just going through this. And I might pull some of this other stuff in there and mention it to folks, but basically we're just going to go through this. And it does word studies in there. It's very much, it's very similar to what I was doing anyway. Just through that little, I love these little magnetic. So I've got binders going. This is my user binder. This is my binder that I've made to go with this, where I have session 1, I have gone in and printed off all the references that the other verses and things that go along with each session. I've gotten through about 4. I don't think I've quite finished the book yet. So that way when I get ready to do week 1, I've got all my verses pulled together. Now I've got another binder that I'm doing for like the leader part of it, kind of, where I have taken the little tabs they're actually numbered A through Z, but I've put little notes over them, and I've got one for each verse. So I've got tab 1, and I went and printed it off the internet, like from the lexicon off of Bible Hub. So it's the verse with all the Greek and stuff, and then I can just jump in there and see the where else those words are used and go around through that. And then I've got verse 1 in all these different translations, so I can easily see what's different about them. And then if people in the class have, they're going to bring their own Bibles, I would hope, and I'd hope that they would have whatever version they have. I could see what they're reading. And so I've done that for every verse, gone through the lexicon and gotten the Greek letters and the Strongs, and then I can online, of course, dig deeper than what I've even printed here. But so far I've done that for all the verses. I did do all 25 verses with that. That's bright. I don't know what that is. And so there's that. So I'm not done, but I mean, that's kind of my deep dive. But I'm really this is just kind of all my base, get this out of the way, pulling this information together so that I can get to what I really want to, and that is all those examples in there of what Jude is talking about, the false doctrines. Like, how does that relate? I know, he mentions the Egyptians, he mentions Korah, he mentions Sodom and Gomorrah, and that's a big one right now. Is you hear well, God didn't destroy Sodom and Gomorrah because of the homosexuality. He destroyed it because of their inhospitality. What? Like every verse you read about Sodom and Gomorrah specifically says, sexual perversions, homosexual, all that. So anyway, that probably just killed this video. But I did, because I'm a dork, I got me a yellow Bible to go with the yellow Jude study because all the stuff in it is yellow. That's like already highlighted. I didn't highlight that. So it's like the color scheme. So I did get that. And I do like it. And it's, it's a different study book. And, it's like, I don't know, $15, something like that. I don't buy expensive Bibles. Anyway, I hope that kind of goes through some of the stuff I'm using on my Jude study to kind of dive into it. And it does amaze me that I've got all of this and it's 25 verses. It's one of the shortest books in the Bible. What is this? I didn't do this. Oh, that's my matching little llama set I got at the Dollar Tree. I get everything at the Dollar Tree. Small set. This is just notes, other things that I've printed. This is the stuff that I printed off from Wendy Bender's 10-day challenge of reading Jude to kind of go with it. Here's these are funny memes, little cartoons about the sheep and the wolf infiltrating the church. Yeah, that's it. That's my Jude stuff. Anyway, next time, or you can go to my channel if you want to see what I look like. Not that it matters, but I've got a public reading of scripture of Jude that I did a year or two ago. Did that with a couple of books of the Bible. Just sat there and read them. Anyway, I hope you have a great day, and I'll let you know how it goes. I enjoy your channel too. I do enjoy your videos.